Good afternoon. You're watching the Mello TV Afternoon News Brief. I'm Javon Thomas, and here are the top stories making the headline at this hour. Cyclist fatally crushed by truck near Heroes Circle. Education Ministry responds following bus accident involving primary school students. And 2 men fatally shot in Clarendon. Investigation ongoing. And now the details. A man lost his life this morning after being hit and crushed by a trailer truck while riding his bicycle near Heroes Circle. According to reports, the victim was transporting water on his bicycle when the tragic incident occurred. Eyewitnesses say the driver of the truck was alerted by bystanders after the collision. The man's identity has not yet been released, but he is believed to be a resident of the nearby Allmantown community. Police have launched an investigation into the incident. Following yesterday evening's bus accident in the Gordon Town area involving 21 primary school students, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information, Marlon Morgan, visited the injured children at the University Hospital of the West Indies.
Early this afternoon, of course, Tuesday, 23rd September, news came through of a very serious accident involving a highest bus that was up in the Dublin Castle area of East Rural St. Andrew. We gather that a number of students sustained injuries. A team of us would have made our way here early this afternoon, including Education Minister Dana Morris-Dixon, the Member of Parliament for East Rural St. Andrew, Juliet Holness, and the State Minister in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Crystal Lee. Now, a collective sigh of relief is being breathed at this time because there was no demise in relation to this particular accident, no fatality. 3 persons are still undergoing treatment, but they are in a stable condition. We have been advised by the medical team. Incidentally, it's the driver of the highest bus that was transporting students who sustained the more serious injuries. Essentially, students received varying degrees of injury. Some had minor bruises, some were burned by the hot water from the radiator. But all in all, the students in the main have been assessed and have been treated by the medical team. Some have been sent home and others are waiting to be seen to just finalize the medical attention so that they can be sent home.
Morgan told members of the media that a team of counselors from the ministry would be visiting the 2 affected primary schools today to provide support to the students and staff.
The ministry is going to be deploying a team of counselors and the usual support that we would dispatch to our schools to engage with the stakeholders tomorrow. Obviously, the entire school community at both Louise Bennett Coverley Primary and, of course, St. Martin de Porres Primary would have been shaken up by what transpired early this afternoon. But thankfully, the ministry has capacity and will be responding effectively to essentially reassure the student community and just join hands and hearts tomorrow in prayer, because having regard to the images that I have certainly seen so far coming through in terms of the damage sustained or the damage to the bus, it's clear that the covering was over this particular unit. There's been no fatality, and for that we're eternally grateful.
He also used the opportunity to urge motorists, pedestrians, and all road users to exercise greater caution and responsibility to prevent such incidents.
We want to take the opportunity as a government and as stakeholders general in the society to continue to impress upon motorists to be diligent and very careful and responsible in our road usage, because the truth of the matter is that unfortunately crashes and accidents happen from time to time, but as road users we have to be particularly careful so as to ensure that we make our way from point A to point B safely. We know that a number of initiatives have been rolled out to foster better road usage, but we also have to impress upon parents and stakeholders generally to cover your children in prayer as they go out each day, whether they are using the government's rural school bus system or a taxi or some other form of public transportation. Hold up our children in prayer in as much as we seek to hold up ourselves, because when we leave out in the morning, it is the grace of God that gets us home in the evenings. We cannot expect or think that getting back home in the evening safely to our family is a guarantee. It's the mercies of God, and we want to thank the Almighty in this instance that we have been spared the worst and that a collective sigh of relief is being breathed this evening by the stakeholders for these two schools, Louis Bennett Coverley Primary and of course St. Martin de Porres, and all the impacted family and friends of these students, and of course the driver and the other adult occupants of that vehicle.
2 men were shot and killed by unknown gunmen in the Spring Plain district of Milk River, Clarendon last evening. The victims have been identified as 28-year-old Janiel Squaddy Callahan, a sound system operator from Bullard's Content in Yorktown, and 23-year-old Patrick Rick Thompson, a farmer from the Rhymesbury and Yorktown areas. The circumstances surrounding the deadly attack remain unclear, but reports indicate the incident occurred shortly before 6 p.m. Authorities are continuing their investigations. More details will be provided as the story develops. The Halfway Tree Police is seeking the public's assistance to locate 48-year-old Carol Campbell of Greenvale Road in Kingston 10, who has been missing since Friday, September 19. She is of brown complexion, medium build, and about 5 feet 11 inches tall. Reports from the Halfway Tree Police are that at about 2:15 p.m., Campbell was last seen at home wearing a marina with a black and white covering, blue jean shorts, and a pair of slippers. She has not been heard from since. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Carol Campbell is being asked to contact the Halfway Tree Police at 876-926-8184, the 119 Police Emergency number, or the nearest police station. From the Mello TV News Center, I am Javon Thomas. Good afternoon.